Hey there, friends. We're going to talk about some naked trading here. So let me share with you one of my favorite patterns that is quite useful when you're looking to trade like a strong trend, essentially. And what this pattern looks like is, I think if you check out some of the fancy schmancy candlestick secrets books, they'll talk about how this is a reversal signal, but that's not what I found. In my testing, my trading, I found this to largely be a trend continuation pattern, especially if it looks like what I'm going to show you. I've got two of these trades on right now as I'm recording this, and you can see this. This is the pound Singapore on the daily chart, and I want you to notice a couple of things here. Well, first of all, actually, if we go to the 4 hour, what you're going to notice is it'll be quite easy for you to see this. This is a traditional head and shoulders. You've got a shoulder, you've got your head, and you've got your shoulder here. Now, it didn't quite come up and hit the neckline. I guess depending on how you draw your neckline here, I guess you could probably squint your eyes and say that it did. This little wicky kangaroo tail looking thing may have hit basically the low of this candle, the low of that candle. If I put the line chart on here, you'll see the shoulder, the head, and the shoulder. Now, typically what you find with these head and shoulder patterns is if the neckline is horizontal like this or sloping downward like that, they're pretty good. If they're sloping upward, no dice. That's my testing, but maybe you'll find something different. Now, what I want to do here is point out that on the daily, we have this pattern, and this is really kind of what I love to see. So I've got this really lovely bearish candle that's clearly breached support here. And this was really the break of the 4 hour head and shoulders. By the way, if you want to trade these naked patterns, you can go to bigprofitscourse.com, learn more about the small account Big Profits course. We're ramping up our $1,000 account up to 100,000 over 300 trades. So you can learn all about that at bigprofitscourse.com. Now let's talk about what this pattern is and how you can identify it. Number one is that you want to see some momentum in the direction of the trade. So that's this candle right here. Number two is there's a bit of a pause, and it's really a two candle formation. So you get a really big bullish or bearish candle, and then that's followed up by kind of like a neutral candle. And a lot of times this is looked at as reversal, kind of like this candle here. See how the market went up here, and then you see this as a reversal and the market falls. That's how a lot of traders trade these. I found kangaroo tails to be much more, and I've talked about them in the Naked Forex book, to be much more useful than these doji type ones. So there's a kangaroo tail there. There's a bullish one there that didn't work out very well. There's another sort of with the trend one. But what you'll notice in a very strong move is that you'll typically get these sort of neutral wicky candles, and they can be trend continuation. Especially if the candle before them is really big, like a giant bullish or a giant bearish candle. Let me see if I can find a bullish one so that you kind of get a sense for what those look like. That's kind of like one. There's a bullish one. It would have been nicer if the open and the close were closer together, but that's really what you're looking for, is a big candle, and then it's followed up with a really neutral one. And they can be confused for reversals. So as soon as I saw this, I actually took this trade. I sold the pound Singapore. I'm still in the trade right now. And I'm looking to take profit way down here, basically, in this area down here. But we'll see how that one shakes out. Here's another one for you to take a look at. This is the Euro Singapore. Again, it's a very similar sort of setup on this daily chart. Here's your bearish candle. What's happened here? Well, we've clearly breached these lows here, the support level here and here. And then the candle wicked up, kind of penetrated that support level, came back down. And this one's in a bit of a drawdown at the moment, but it's still a very nice looking trade. And I love taking these trades when the market's clearly in a downtrend, the market's clearly going lower. And now what are we saying? Well, we're seeing that just last kind of touch and retouch of the support and resistance area, and it's a sign that the market can't close up above this level. It's a sign that this bearish candle is going to continue. Now, obviously, I also use the open position ratios, and the open position ratios for both the Euro Singapore and the Pound Singapore right now are quite bearish because so many retail traders are going long. So that's another reason why I like these trades. But so I use kind of all of that. You can look at the other videos about that sort of stuff, or you can join us at bigprofitscourse.com or click the link below this video to get more information about the course where we're using these techniques to ramp up a very small trading account. So I wish you happy trading, and whether you join us or not, we'll see you in another video. Take care.